Come on.
I hate northeasterlies.
Yeah.
A broad than 30.
Get in there. If nothing else, we've had some bloopers this morning. Must be that beer, mate. Oh, you absolute donkey.
Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Lure Battle. We are now into the second semi-final episode, and today's episode will be a battle between Robbie Northman and Paul Danby. Both of these anglers did incredibly well in the first rounds, so this should make for a great battle. Last week's episode there weren't many fish caught, so I'm hoping these two anglers can bring it back today and catch us some real specimens. It looks like Team England Lure Squad's Paul Danby will be the first one on the bank today, so let's go meet up with him now and see what the plan is.
Alright, good morning guys. Paul here. So the last round obviously I got through. I was a bit surprised actually that I actually got through it because I only had a small amount, but anyway, that's by the by. We got through, and now we're on to the next round. So today I am in the Midlands area and I'm up against a very well-known angler, Robbie Northman. He's a great lad. I've got a lot of respect for him. So let's hope we have a good match. Today I'm going to start on the TRD. We're going to go for perch to start with, and maybe switch up just in where I am at the minute. Try for a chub, see if I can get one of them. I really want a chub if I can first thing, and then we can put them to bed and get on with it. So yeah, I'm going to change between perch, then just a bit further up we're going to try for pike, and throughout the day we're just going to swap between the two and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be okay. Pre-fishing was pretty good, but that was pre-fishing. Today's a different day, so we'll see. So yeah, let's get on with it and let's get some fish. Right, 8 o'clock was the first cast, so we've got 8 hours now to try and catch as many fish as we can and get a good score on the board. Predictions wise, oh, I don't know. I'd like, if I can, to get over 3 metres today. We should be able to do it. I'm hoping we can. But time will tell, and we'll see how many fish we catch to start with. If we don't get a bite pretty much straight away, then it might be a hard day for us. But we'll see. But yeah, 8 o'clock. First cast is going to go out now. Let's go.
Well, it sounds like Paul's got a little bit of a different plan than he had in the first round. Quite interesting that he's wanting to go for chub as well, as they are one of the least scoring fish, but you never know. If he gets some really big chub, they could add some really nice bonus points onto his scorecard. It's nice to see that he's using a lure this time that's been made in the last 10 years as well. So he's updated his tackle a little bit since the first episodes, but it'll be nice to see how his venues produce now we're getting into the colder months. Hopefully a little bit better than last week's episodes, but knowing Paul, he should get some good fish on the bank today.
Oh yeah, look at that, it's a specimen bag. Take that with us. If nothing else, we've had some bloopers this morning.
A little bit more action than we had in the first 10 minutes of episode 7, but unfortunately a manky bag and a lost fish don't add the points. But it looks like there's fish in his area, so I feel like we're going to see some very soon. And it looks like Savage Gear's Robbie Northman's going to be starting early as well today. So let's go over to Robbie and see what his plan is for the session.
Welcome back guys, my name's Robbie Northman and I'm here representing Savage Gear, Lowrance and Marine Power in round 2 of Lure Battle. I made it through against Stan last time and I'm facing up against another. This time it's Paul Danby, who's captain of the Team England street fishing squad, so I'm going to have my work really cut out against him. He's an angler I hugely respect, so if I can get a win over Paul, I'll be absolutely thrilled. We're just waiting for the clock to hit the point where I'm happy with, and the plan is we're going to target perch first of all with aggressive lures, suspending twitch baits. We will do some netting as well, and then fingers crossed we'll move over to the pike. Now, the conditions are tough for pike. We've got northeasterly wind, massively high air pressure today. It's going to make it a little bit grindy. So if we can get those big perch in the bag early on, that gives us time to try and focus our attention to getting a better pike, but I'm sure we'll manage a few jacks at the very least, but we need those big upgrade fish before the end of the day. Fingers crossed I can pull it off. Stay tuned.
I did forget there that Robbie's got 47 sponsors, so let's not forget to mention Lowrance and Marine Power are sponsoring Robbie as well. But it sounds like he's got a good plan. Going for the perch in the morning as well as Paul is, but he's going with the aggressive baits instead of the slow, steady baits that Paul's using. So it'll be interesting to see which works better on this day. But I think he's confident. Like he said, could be difficult for pike, but Robbie knows how to pull a pike out in the tough conditions.
Here we go. So the time is 8:17 now, and we're about to have the first cast of the day, and we're going to go straight in with my favourite, which is a gravity twitch medium runner. I'm sitting on a shoulder perch, and I'm hoping I can stir up a quick bite with something quite aggressive. And the first one hasn't landed tangle, so can't knock that. And we're just going to do a couple of slow drifts over these fish and see if we can get a reaction from one or two of them. A reaction would be good, a fish would be even better. Okay, so we moved fish around. We can now pull that rod out and we're going to swap over and put the Ned in. We're going to alternate today between fishing aggressive and fishing static. A little Ned crayfish, drop him down, make sure that clutch is set. I said it's not really one for picking up small fish, but this isn't a very big fish. Landed. So first perch of the morning, gravity twitch 95. So there we go. Perch 27 I call that. Here we go, first micro monster of the day at a whopping 27 centimetres. This greedy guy decided to eat a 9.5 centimetre twitch bait, would you believe it? But I'm very thankful for him because he's our first fish of the day and we're finally off the mark after, what, 10 minutes? So if things continue like this, fingers crossed we'll have a good day's fishing. Anyway, let's sit this little guy back and carry on.
That did not take long for Robbie. The first fish of the day caught at 27 centimetres. It's not massive, but it's a lot bigger than the perch we saw last week.
Boom.
So it's a great fish to see on the screen. It looks like the aggressive baits are working there for Robbie, and it's very interesting to see how aggressive he actually fishes those baits. I think that most people fish them a little more subtle than Robbie does, but he puts a lot of action into them baits, and as you can see, it definitely works for getting the fish biting.
Signal out here is bad, so Dave can have a day of like thinking I've blanked. Let's go again. So there's a little bit of a rotation on those fish that worked. We came around the other side and it just seemed to fire them up a little bit. There, oh yeah, there we go. There's a fish. Oh, slightly better perch. Boom, in the net. on the 95 again. Oh, good. Do we get 36 on that? With a touch. Here we go. So we've got a perch of 36 centimetres again on that gravity twitch. So we're off to a good start. One more fish, we'll have our perch card full and we can just focus on upgrading for the morning. Fingers crossed some pike will come along with them. But I'm very happy with this fish for a start. It's probably right around that £1.5 mark. So lovely fish to catch. And yeah, a beauty as well. And we've messaged Dave with another perch of 36 centimetres. Let's get back in there once I've got that gravity twitch out of the net. Perfect. Oh wow, they are hounding bait fish down there. Really fired up these fish this morning. Really fired up. Just in front of the boat. This is where the Lowrance active target really comes in, just to keep track of everything that's going on. There we go. Boom, in the net. Another perch on the gravity twitch. And these shed the hooks in the net. Perch 34. Perch 34. There we go. So we've filled our perch card with a perch of 34 centimetres here. Nice fish. Now we can start trying to upgrade. But these are good quality fish, and I think another mid 30 and we'll be fairly well set for our perch card, but we do need those 40s ideally. Look at this one, he is a little chunk. Been through the wars, there's a lot of cormorants here, otters, seals, you name it, everything's predating on these guys. So yeah, a little bit rough this guy, but we'll slip him back. So I've just messaged Dave, we've filled our perch card, but we're going to go again. We need to keep upgrading. More big perches, and while they're on this gravity twitch, let's stack them. We might pick up our pike in the process if we're lucky.
That has to be the fastest we've seen someone fill their perch card in this series so far. Great fishing there from Robbie, and 3 really strong perch, and a scorecard of 194 points already. Just 2 more pike needed to fill his card, and then he can just focus on some upgrades. But great start from Robbie. Still got a lot of fishing time left. Ooh. So I think we're going to see a lot more fish from him.
I can see fish moving around on this all the while. While I'm not tracking the lure specifically, it's been really helpful to tell me that there's feeding fish in the area and they're willing to chase. Suspending jerkbait fishing is my favourite way of tempting big perch. It's so much fun. When you're not in competition, actually fighting them out a little bit can be a lot of fun. But right around now, these guys have got a little bit clever. So we'll try dropping a Ned bait on them and just see if that triggers them. These fish are not particularly fussed about static presentations today. I think it's going to be very much a day for the reactive pattern lures, stuff that really moves and really triggers them. But that's my style of fishing, so I'm happy with that. Often once you've had a few perch from the swim, switching out colours can be a good way to trigger a few more. We're going to use one of the Berkeley Dex jerk baits now and just see if that can trigger a fish to feed. It's switching up colour and pattern will often revive a swim that's gone a little bit slow. They get used to chasing the same thing, they've seen it a few times, put something different over them and you'll catch them. Oh, the clip struggle is real, and I'm on a fast hatch. Try the Dex. And a great cast. Oh, and it sorted itself out at the boat. Typical. Eventually I will get this thing to land in a way where I can fish with it. It may take us half a day, but we will get there. There we go. We got a lure that's actually fishing. This is a much deeper diver. I'm going to dredge this one through the swim a little bit deeper. computer says might be some that way. There we go, and there's our fish. Feels slightly bigger, this one. No, it's an upgrade though. Boom, little switch to the deck's paid off. 33, that's an upgrade. There we go, feisty little 33 centimetre perch, hit the decks. Yeah, nice little upgrade. This one's, he's had a little bit of a brush with a cormorant probably this morning, looking how fresh that wound is. There were cormorants hunting on this area when we got here, but we've still managed to activate those fish. So that's a win for the suspending jerkbaits. Let's slip it back. We're making amazing progress here. We're going to keep grinding. We just need those 40s fish to turn up.
It's really great being able to watch Robbie use his Lowrance, and how he reacts to it is very interesting. You can just tell by the way the fish behaves of what he needs to change and where he needs to cast and how he needs to fish. And it's a great insight into seeing how he fishes and how much the technology can help you when you know how to use it. And it just shows how much time Robbie has spent on the water, that he can just tell by the way the fish are behaving of what baits to use. A lot of people wouldn't be able to do that. Me especially, I'd just carry on using a Ned bait at that time of year. But the experience, the watercraft and the knowledge all comes into play when you're a professional angler like Robbie. And it really shows that he knows his stuff watching this footage here.
So we're just going to try different retrieves now. We've worked different lures, different colours, different retrieves. I was quite aggressive before with my jerks, and now I'm just going to try very gently tapping the lure in little bounces of 4. I can see I got some follows there, so it might not be the wrong choice. Let that get down. Come on. Nope. I'll go back on the 95 in trusty perch. That's a northeasterly wind for you. Temperatures up and down all over the place. Damn, moody. Right, I'll have a cigarette and a little change of game plan.
Robbie's had a great start to fishing, so while he has his cigarette, we'll head back over to Paul and see how he's getting on and see if the fish are behaving for him as well.
Alright, see what else we can lose. Go back to this, because I've always done really well on chartreuse here, so let's have a go with the chartreuse again. And then, like I say, we'll go back to the perch in a minute. And think about what we're going to do for the pike.
So we've fished this swim for about an hour, had 4 or 5 fish from it. They've turned off after a few have been caught from the shoal. So we're just going to go super natural with the hollow bait fish Ned minnow from the kit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a quick dunk, and I'm just going to dip it in some gulp slime. This is a saltwater additive, but it creates a scent trail from your lure, and I'm not sure if it really improves catch rates, but I do certainly think that they hang on a little bit longer with some sort of scent. A little dip, wet it up, and then what it does is it creates a clear scent trail that works from your lure, and that'll last like 15-20 casts, and that's just plenty long enough for us to see if this tactic's going to work in this swim. Drop that out, make sure my clutch is set. And we're just going to use a really simple technique of just doing a sudden turn and stop. There we go, spotted a couple of pike, so just going to try and fish them on a fairly light tactic. They're ready to fish roach on my sort of lightweight pike combo. It's ideal for trying to pick out a few moody jacks. We'll just see if we can tempt them to have a little look at this. They might totally ignore it, but you never know, we might get lucky. There we go. Fish, feels like a big perch, this. It's lunging like a big perch. It's not woken up like a pike yet. Steady. That's a little pike. There we go. Oh, there we go. Little pike. We'll have you, though. About time on the Gravity Twitch 95. It's not that little. 76. 76. We've got our first pike of the day, and it's not a monster, but it's 76. It's a nice fish to have on the board. So, yeah. Fingers crossed, we'll keep putting in the work and we'll upgrade this little guy. He is beautiful. Just check out those colours on his gill plate. Such a stunning fish. And then on the back, you've got that mottled coloration where they can blend seamlessly in with cabbages and streamer weed. They really are the perfect freshwater predator.
That's a great pike there for Robbie, and one step closer to a full card. He's just missing one pike now and he's still early in the day. So I'm fairly confident that he's going to get that full card and have plenty of time left for some upgrades.
Gravity Twitch yet again. It's going to be the lure of the day today. It often is in these conditions. Let's ping Dave. Pike 76 centimetres. So I'll run you through a little bit about what I'm using, and I'm sure you've heard me go, there's a follow, there's a follow. Well, of course I've got Active Target 2 from Lowrance. There's a live sonar. Rather than using it to directly dial in on fish, I've got it in essentially a scout or perspective mode, and it's looking out around, kind of like a forward facing side scan. I'm using that to keep track of what's happening ahead of me in the swim. It's very useful. If a fish comes barreling after, I can kind of see the fish moving into the screen, and it gives me an idea that they're reacting correctly to the lure. So it's a time-saving piece of kit. It's fantastic, and yeah, I base a lot of my changes on how the fish react to set lures as I'm retrieving them. Sometimes we had a couple of follows in that swim, and then cast well beyond the viewing range of the sonar and hooked up with that fish, which felt very much like a big perch, but I'm not disappointed that it was a pike today. As I said, it's going to be very tricky in these conditions. Wire's holding up well, but I'll keep an eye on it just in case it needs changing. It's because I'm perch fishing, it's fairly light knottable wire that I use, around about 15 or 20 pound, depending on my setup, but plenty of strength, all brighted straight to the braid as well. Then a simple little rapala knot onto the clip at the front. Weird little crosswind here. It's like we're in a right swirly spot. Ooh, you little bugger. Little follow. Just saw the shadow come up on the screen, right beneath the boat. So that was a fairly good sign. Anyway, you got to pull it out of your head, otherwise it becomes frustrating. It's a good aid, but yeah, it hurts. Try and cut one down that margin. There's a pretty good result nicking one out of these moody fish, really. I'm happy with just getting one out of that shoal. So on these river systems, because of predation these days and angling pressure, what you typically find is at the pike shoal when they're not feeding, and they can be in really quite big groups sometimes. But getting them to take is a different story, so fishing reactive patterns is definitely the way to buy a few bites on a tough day. And if I was using my usual Ned rigging tactics, I'd really be struggling right now. Oh, bump. Interesting. Another little touch out there. Found that around. The key with jerkbaits is to be erratic. You'll notice with my technique it looks a bit daft, but I'm throwing slack into the rod and just slapping it on a loose wrist. And the reason I do that is you get a much wider, more erratic dart from the lure, and if you're just tapping it, when you're tapping it, you're pulling against a tight line, it's just dragging the lure. By putting that slack line into it, you're getting a really erratic darting action, and that's the key to getting these baits fishing in a reactive manner, is making them unpredictable, making them rattle, making them flip and dart, and it just triggers fish, triggers dormant fish and feeding fish. Feels like a big perch on the drift. No longer feels like a big perch, it's a pike. Oh, I don't like it when you go under the boat. Don't go under the boat. Stay out of the boat. Oh. You want to go around that side now. And jerkbait pike. Haha, we're in. Pop, pop, hooks out, job's a good one. There we go. We have a pike of 77. There we go, pike of 77. Really dark coloured up fish. This water's super clear. It's made the fishing out here very difficult. Stirring up with the jerkbait really worked, and we've got another fin perfect, beautiful pike. So fantastic, we'll slip this one back and hopefully we can keep upgrading. But we've got a full card. There. You're going to grow into a broad and 30. And she's away. So we've filled our card. What we've done is we've changed our tactics a little bit. So instead of fishing static over one area, we're drifting and fishing really quickly and aggressively. Just covering water, covering lots of water, trying to find feeding fish that are active in the channel now. So yeah, drifting on the wind, making lots of little adjustments to keep the boat in the right position. And that'll be Dave updating my card. But yeah, it's fast and aggressive fishing time now. Drift as far as we can get away with. The wind's a little bit awkward for it, but super quick retrieve, super slashy, super aggressive on the jerk baits. Hopefully we'll just dial in on the fish that are actively willing to feed. Oof. Big pike swelled on the lure there. Come on, me the plus. And some 42s. We're moving spots again. We powered through a good area, managed to nick a pike off it. Key now is to just keep on hammering through lots of different areas. We're covering a little bit of dead water now. But I should think when we get on the back of this cold northeasterly and find some nice like sheltered bays, we'll find fish again. But this wind is brutal. It doesn't look like much, but it's dropping the air temperature significantly, and I'm sure the bait fish won't want to be in that, and the predators won't be far behind them.
Well, Robbie has the full card already, and it's quite a strong full card as well at 359 points. He's got some room for upgrades, but he's got a solid score and still a lot more time to fish. And it just looks like he's having a great time out on the water, just like he did in the first episode. Just enjoying his day now and not worried about whether he catches some big fish or not. We've not seen much of Paul, so I imagine his fishing's not going as well. But hopefully we'll see some more of him, and hopefully he's catching some fish.
Things aren't going well at the minute, but the important thing is not to panic. Panic, doubt starts setting in your mind that you're not doing the right thing, and then you start doing things that you wouldn't normally do that normally catch. I know there's fish here, I've caught them, so I've just got to persevere. There is, I remember from last time I fished it, there is an absolute mondo snag here. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's a bit of sheep piling or something, but it's really sharp. If you get anywhere near it, it does this to you, it cuts you off, so I've got to try and remember that and not bring it in too far. I did really well the other day. I've come down here today. There we go.
Just put my moniker on the back door. So nothing today then?
I've had nothing yet. I caught really well here the other day. Some nice big perch.
Did you?
Yeah.
There are some big perch around here.
Yeah.
And zander.
Yeah. But today,
That's fishing.
it's fishing, mate, yeah.
Who's this gentleman with you?
He's just filming me.
Sorry?
He's just filming me.
So he's not fishing?
He's not fishing, mate. No.
So he's got no ticket?
No. He's not fishing, mate.
Okay.
I squared all this with Tracy.
Yeah.
Well, Paul's not having the best start to the day. Lots of snags and no fish. But at least he's still got the confidence and is still sticking to his plan. And he did have a good day's fishing the other day apparently, so at least he'll have enjoyed that one. We'll go back to Robbie now and see if he's getting any more fish.
Big followers. Come on. Don't be like that. Just you slag. I mean, you lovely fish. And cut. Just a lure for a little bit of slime. Give it a dunk. Make that slime coat nice and clear. Look at that, it is disgusting stuff. Ugh. So we've fished the swim. I thought we'd get a few fish from a couple of very tentative bites. It didn't hook up properly, but yeah, no conversions. So we're going to carry on, keep looking, hopefully find some upgrade fish for this competition. I hate northeasterlies. So where we just passed, I remember taking DB out just there once, and Corey missed an absolute whopper of a fish. Sorry, mate.
I remember that session as well, Robbie, and I've been reminiscing while I've been watching this, recognising the spots, seeing you catch these good fish, and we were catching 15 and 20 centimetre perch. But you're right, I did miss a big pike. I miss a lot of fish, but at least I had a go, and we still had a good time on the boat. And it's nice that you can show me now how to do it properly and how the pros actually hook the fish and don't miss them all the time.
Oh, these clear water conditions are making it a struggle. With the last couple of spots we've found fish, but they've not been very responsive. It's probably a time of day thing, so we're going to do the only logical thing, and that's go to the pub.
So with Robbie having a full card, he's got a little bit of time to go to the pub, but poor Paul's still slaving away on the bank, grinding it out, trying to get that first fish of the day. It's been a real struggle for him this morning, but let's hope he drops on them soon and starts catching Robbie up. He knows where the fish are, he just needs to find where they're shoaled and find out what they want to bite, and he could be dangerous if he finds some big ones.
Come on. Nah, okay. 17 then. A 17 centimetre Mondo perch. Let's put him back. It's nice to get a fish on the board. Right, something to build on. I really hope it's something to build on. Right, let's try again. That was in a different, just a bit different cast then. Over this way. Yes. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. First chuck in on a new spot, and we get a bit better perch. A bit better than 17 anyway. And down, isn't it? So 27. Happy? I'm happy with that. First cast, 27 centimetre perch. Hopefully there's some bigger ones and some better ones. So let's get this one back and see what we can get. But yes, I'm happy with that for a first cast. Awesome. Let's go.
Finally, after his brutal morning, Paul's got his first couple of perch. He's only on 88 points now, so he's got a lot of grinding to do to get those numbers up. But I'm sure he's relieved to be catching, and I'm sure that's giving him a bit more confidence.
Feels a bit better. Is it the same fish? Oh, I think we've got 24 there. Yeah, 24. Happy with that. Ooh, an absolute donkey. Look at that. Beautiful condition perch there. Even if it's a bit small, but hey, that's another one on the bag. So that's my 3 perch. Oh, they're like peas in a pod, these are. Right. He's absolutely engulfed that low little monkey. More than 20, 22. Start rotating tactics now, I think. We'll try a drop shot for a bit longer, then we'll go on to Ned, and then we'll try creature baits and stuff like that so we can get any bigger ones. Right, let's put him back. That's what I want. Got to be a pike going right into the side. Oh yes, that's a good pike. Please let me get this one in. I thought there might have been one round because all the bites went. Oh no, don't do that. Ooh, I nearly fell in then. We need this one. We do, we need this one. We got him. We've only got him. Get in there, you beauty. There we go. Oh yeah, we can. There you go. 80. Not a mark on it. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Right, 80 centimetres. I was hoping to catch 2 at 80 centimetres, but I was also hoping to catch 3 perch over 40 centimetres, so we've still got some way to go, but that helps. That really does help. What a beautiful fish. Right, let's get her back. Yeah, that was a decent pike. I'm really happy with that one. I say I wanted two fish at 80 centimetres if I can get them, and then upgrade my perch and then see what else we can do. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with that one. Beautiful fish as well. Right, let's keep going. Just changed my lure to a Spro Irish. I think they're called V-tails. They're a really good little lure anyway. Natural colour, and that pike hit it straight away. So I was really lucky with that, really lucky. But I take a bit of luck sometimes. I don't mind that at all. Right, let's get back. I think, looking at it, there's just a couple of little nicks on that, so I'm going to change that. Right, in fact, what I'll do, I'll leave that out for now, and then I will try the Ned. See if there's any bigger perch here, because I know there is. So we'll stick one of the Eagle Claw finesse jigs on.
And just like that, Paul has turned his day around. He's gone from 0 to hero. 4 very quick fish, topped off with that beautiful 80 centimetre pike. It's put him on 226 points now, so he's catching Robbie up and he's still got a place on his card. If he gets some nice perch upgrades now, he could very easily overtake Robbie's score, especially if Robbie's just sat in the pub with his feet up. This might very well end up being similar to the story of the hare and the tortoise, where the hare gets off to a great start and then the tortoise comes up from behind and takes the win. I'm not saying you're a tortoise, Paul, but you get the metaphor, I'm sure.
Trip over on the way.
It's 11:50 then, please.
Perfect. There we go. So we got our pub stop while we wait for our midday call from Dave, and we'll see how Paul's getting on as well at that point. I'm curious. I feel the card, but the fishing's now gone tough. But I feel like I could be in the lead at the moment. But yeah, it will soon be revealed.
Hello!
Hello guys, how are we doing?
All right, mate.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Just having a little pub stop.
A little pub stop? Wow, you must be doing well.
Living the dream, living the dream.
I know. I've got me beer.
You have?
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Right. Paul will go first, Bobby.
Okay, so I have got on my scorecard so far 3 perch, 27, 24 and 24, and 1 pike at 80 centimetres for a total length of 230 centimetres.
ooh, good going, mate. Good going. For me, I have perch of, I think 33, 36 and 37, and no, have I got that totally wrong, Dave?
No.
At least I remembered mine. Must be that beer, mate.
It's all them 40s.
I'll clarify. You've got 36, 34, 33.
Oh, 33, 34 and 36, and a pike of 76 and 77. for a total score of
nice.
354, is that right?
Oh,
359.
Okay, yeah, I'm not drunk yet. No, fishing's been tough. These northeasterly winds have really picked up. So yeah, we're having a little breather. I'm guessing you've got the wind over there too, have you, Paul?
yeah, we've got the wind. I mean, it's dropped cold here as well, and the fishing, my pre-fishing was really good, but the spots that I fished in pre-fishing have just shut down completely, so I've got to go and find more fish now.
Yeah, we're finding it the same here. Well, fingers crossed, it looks like you're putting in a tremendous effort so far.
Yeah, you just stay in the pub now, Robbie.
Yeah, that's it's warm here.
I'll leave you crack on with your fishing. Well done to the both of you so far, and I will speak to you all at the end.
Yeah.
Good luck with the rest of the day.
Fantastic.
Cheers, mate. Good luck, Robbie.
Cheers,
Bye.
thanks.
See you later. Right, I've got some work to do. Robbie's quite a bit in front of me, so I need to upgrade my perch, and I need another pike. So my sort of thinking is that we move for an hour and come back, I think. But what I might just do is I might just have a quick go. I'm going to forget about the pike again and here. I'm just going to have a go for the perch again. Different lure, and I'll go from there, see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to try creature bait now, just to see if they'll have that a bit better than they have in the TRD.
Good luck.
Fantastic. Good luck, Paul. Cheers, Dave.
Good luck, Robbie.
Thanks.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
See you later.
Oh my. So yeah, my hunch that I was in the lead was correct. I couldn't remember my own scorecard. I had other priorities on my mind. But yeah, I think if we can just keep trying to upgrade little by little, we may hang on to the top spot. But Paul is a very good angler, and there's every chance that he may pull something out of the bag before the end of the day. Oh, there we go. We're all topped up with beer and positivity, ready for the afternoon bite. It's good sometimes just to take a half-hour break to assess things and just get your chill on and feel good about your fishing. So yeah, actually suddenly feels warmer after that, and I'm confident. So let's get back to it. So we are back out for round 2 of our day's fishing. Plan of action for the afternoon is to still fish aggressive, keep using those jerk baits, and just keep going for the reaction bite, really. It's served us well so far, and if we can steer a couple of upgrades through similar techniques, then we may well end up winning this. But it all depends on what Paul manages to pull out of the bag. So we'll give it our very best, that's for sure. And fingers crossed we can pull it off. Fish. Put that cigarette down. There we go. The gravity twitch strikes again, but this time with a pike that is definitely not going on our board. But it's a pike nonetheless. Oh, I don't know. He's probably worth measuring, isn't he? Could be. Oh. I mean, you squished into the net a bit there, so. He's no upgrade, 74, so it's a little bit too small for us, but yeah, a nice fish all the same. Good to keep catching after the beer break. Back he goes. Slink. That's the gravity twitch, 95 in the roach colour, and as you can see, that wire's about due a change now, so we'll switch that over and carry on going.
A nice pike there for Robbie, but unfortunately it doesn't count for anything in this competition. It looks like he's very confident after the phone report, and he's even more relaxed than he was this morning, if that's possible. I think Paul is going to start pushing hard now. I think that competitive spirit's going to come out in him, and he's going to grind, and he's going to get some big fish. I think finding out that you're a little bit behind can really put the spirit into you and put you even more on your A game, and I feel like that is going to happen with Paul. So I am expecting him to catch a few more fish now, and if Robbie stays relaxed and Paul starts fishing even harder, it could be very, very dangerous. Also to mention, just to avoid confusion, Paul did report 230 points in the phone report. He was actually on 236. I think he mismeasured one of his perch by 2 centimetres. So just so you know, it was a little bit off, but at this stage it doesn't matter for the scores.
Yeah, let's sort that one out. Just a little guy, but hey, it's another pike, so yeah, good sport. We'll drop it back. Off he goes. It all looked so promising this morning. Very spooky, nervous reactions. Oh, we're finding fish today, but they're super off the boil. To be fair, even the lure going through a swim seems to just spook them at the moment. Everything's very hard on the deck, very tightly shoaled, even the pike. So the conventional tactics, the shads and Ned rigs, even the soft plastics for the pike, just seemingly aren't getting any kind of motion from them. The only thing we've found so far that's sort of triggered fish in a sense is the jerk baits, and it's lazy follows and occasionally a fish that's up for it. But it's a case of playing the numbers game, covering lots of fish, moving regularly, and hopefully we'll just find little spells where they're feeding. Ideally, I was expecting it to be a lot better directly after lunchtime, but the wind picked up quite heavily and it has dropped quite cold. And I think that's caused them to be a little bit more inactive than what they were a little while ago.
There's a fish. Oh, that was a big fish as well. No. That was. The pike just took it. I think a big pike just took my fish. Has it? Oh, what is it? Or is it a stick? Oh, it's a big... Oh, it's a big pike. It could have actually been a big Z by the looks of that. Right, I'm going to get my other rod, I think. That's not big enough to worry anything, so it can go back in. But That was a
Very
big fish.
unfortunate that that big fish let go.
Hold of it.
I'm not sure Dave would have counted it in the competition anyway. I personally would have. I have counted one in the past in a competition where a pike took a perch. But yeah, it would have been great to see that fish anyway, especially if it would have been a big zander. I've not really seen much footage of big river zander in the UK, so that would have been really nice to see. But a little bit of action there for Paul. Hopefully he can get his big lure back in there and get whatever it was to bite again.
That feels a bit better. Perch. If it is a perch. Yes, I think that might be a very small upgrade. 26.
Yep.
Nice little fish. Ooh. And luckily it came back in one piece. Right.
A nice little upgrade there for Paul. Unfortunately, not the monster fish, but at least he's getting more points on his card. And if you've been
There he
wondering
goes.
throughout the episode why he just seems to be sat on his phone at some points, that's him reporting the fish to Dave, just so you know what's going on. So let's get back to watching him fishing and see if he can keep upgrading.
Loads of time to get 340 plus perch and another pike. Yes, yes, yes. This doesn't feel like a pike, it feels like a perch. If it is a perch, it's massive, but it's not. Oh no, it is a pike. Barely big enough. Hey, what, I got a full card! Oh, 48. Yeah. It took some getting that. But we got one, we got a full card. We've just got to upgrade really quickly now. So let's get him back and let's get going. There he goes. Boom. At least, like I say, I've got a full card. Bad things down there. Oh mate, I must have, like the level must have risen about a few inches with all the stuff I've lost in here today. I suppose there's not a new island over there. I'm not going to lie, I'm ready for a pint as well.
So we've got just over an hour left, probably 45 minutes by the time we do a spot move. Yeah, it is looking quite bleak at the moment. We've caught a few more fish after our lunch break, but yeah, they've really switched off. It's not looking like we're going to upgrade, but there's still a little bit of hope, and that's that maybe as the lighting levels drop, some of the perch do begin to slip up again. So I think the plan now is to head back to a spot where we've had a few follows and a little bit of action, give that a good go, and maybe just fish our way back through the town in the last little spell of light. But fingers crossed we can get something to increase our centimetres on the board. But it was good going this morning, almost too good going, and yeah, we've got our work cut out for us now.
Whee! Nice shot! Oh, you absolute donkey. Oh, getting tired now. Half hour still. Oh, mate. Right, so that's the end of the day. 8 hours solid fishing. Didn't stop once, just kept going. Well, that's what you can do when you're in these situations. How do I think I've got on? Well, after the midday report, I know that Robbie was in the lead anyway, so I'm not really upgraded enough to trouble him, so I would say it's a pretty safe bet that Robbie's through, so congratulations mate, awesome. Maybe I'll get you next time, but no, well, it is what it is. I tried my hardest, it just didn't fish that well today. None of the bigger perch that I caught in practice showed up. Pike as well, they were pretty scarce to be fair, but well, it is what it is. I've really enjoyed it. Big thanks to everyone, thanks to young Bradley here for following me around. He's done some miles today. Well yeah, and thanks for all your support guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Tired?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Did you get any sleep yesterday?
No sleep at all. No. So there you go. Yeah, it's been a hard day to be fair, but I've enjoyed it, mate. It's the perch haven't shown up as they did, and the pike haven't either. You know, I got 2 in the end, so I did get a full card. It was just a shame that they were too small, really.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. No, I think you've been.
Hey,
You've got no zander, no chub, no top boy. Didn't even have a go.
I had a go. No, I had a bite off a chub, and I might have lost a very big zander, but I don't think it would have counted if I'd got it in.
Oh, was that the one that bit the other one?
Yeah, bit the perch. Yeah, but it was a big fish. Big fish. That was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Never mind.
Good. So I can confirm that you had 3 perch, 27, 26, 24, which gave you a total of 154.
Yep.
You've got a pike at 80 centimetres and another pike at 8 centimetres, give you 128, which gave you a complete card of 282.
Yep.
Good card that, so well done on filling your card. How do you think you've done?
Well, after the Christmas, I was going to say Christmas then, the dinner, after the dinner report, I knew he was ahead of me anyway, so I'd have had to have had a really, really good last 3 hours to do something, so. But yeah, congratulations to Robbie, he's an awesome angler anyway, so.
Unfortunately, mate, he has picked you, he's just about to finish. He hasn't added anything. You were literally 10-15 minutes in time. It's between
Yeah.
rounds and fishing against each other all day. And he had a real slow start as well, so just managed to sort of find and pick him up. But well done. But commiserations to you, Paul. You've fished outstanding, so you can certainly hold your head up.
Cheers, mate. I'll hold it up when I've been to bed, alright.
Alright. Have a nice sleep and I'll speak to you soon.
Alright, Dave, take care, mate. Thanks again, mate.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Yeah, so there you go, it's confirmed. Unfortunately, I didn't quite have enough, but that's fishing. It is, that's fishing for you. I'm happy with what we did. I went to all the spots that I wanted to get to. Some of them didn't fish at all. Some of them are tackle graveyards, which I'm never going to fish again until I just pump them full of concrete. But I found a spot that I want to return to. So if I found something like that, that's always a good thing. But yeah, congratulations, Robbie. Awesome, mate. Superb job. And hope you do it in the final, mate. Take care, all. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
And that is the end of Paul's fishing. Unfortunately, like he said, it just didn't fish well today. He didn't quite find the big fish and just didn't get enough points to go through. But very well done to him. He fought right to the end. He fished as hard as he could. But when the fish aren't playing ball, there's not much you can do. And I feel like Brad the cameraman's always got the raw deal. Last episode, he was chasing Adam around. This episode, he's been chasing Paul. Whereas Ollie, the other cameraman's just been sat on a boat having a fun time and having some beers. So big shout out to Brad for working hard filming this episode. But we'll go back to Robbie now, see if he can get a couple more upgrades in his last few minutes.
You'd think this is the perfect time of night for it, but they've totally switched off since right before we went in the pub, pretty much. And that's our time. As soon as this one's in, that's it. And the competition's over for us. It's ended in style. It's been grafty. Real difficult day. Really, the only thing we could get any kind of response from the fish on was very reactive, aggressive lures. We got off to a flying start though, filled the card a lot easier than I thought we would. The perch, I would have liked to have had a 40 centimetre plus in the mix, but it didn't happen. Unfortunately, I think one of the ones that I lost would have probably been around that size, and the pike just haven't played ball. I thought we might have to do a venue move to catch them. So luckily for us, we were able to catch them on this venue, which has made the day a lot more enjoyable for us as a whole. Hopefully what I've managed to do is enough to beat Paul, but if I haven't, I think I've done my very best and I've certainly given it my all today.
Okay, Robbie, so, right, good to see you, and as I said, it looks like it's getting dark there already, so you've had a good long day on the water.
Oh yes.
So I just want to confirm your scorecard, if I may. I have you down for 36, 34, 33.
That's correct.
Which gives you a score of 206. Great card there. You also had your 2 pike. I've got you down as 77 and 76, which gives you a card of 153 with those.
That's correct.
You've had no zander.
Nope.
No chub.
Nope.
And no top water.
Nope.
Okay, so you've had 359 in total.
Dave, you're killing me. The suspense, mate.
I am pleased to tell you, Paul also filled his card. And he had a bumper run right at the end, so it's been really, really close. All right, so you haven't, unfortunately, managed to fill your card, increase your card since you've been in the pub, Robbie. So there's obviously something's gone wrong somewhere along the line.
I know. The afternoon bite just died here. It was, we tried, but yeah, they totally switched off feed.
Oh dear. And so Andy, Paul also didn't manage to catch a zander, but he did lose a massive zander. Didn't catch any shove and didn't catch any top water either. So it's been very fair throughout. So I have to inform you that you will be fishing in the final. So congratulations, Robbie. You are through. You've got Paul did increase his card, but you've managed to pip him there. So well done. A very close battle in the end and a very good fight all the way through. So
wow, fantastic.
Congratulations, Robbie.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to the final now. Thanks, Dave.
So, I won't be able to tell you where the final is, but it's going to be over 2 days. And there's going to be opportunities for you to have a good look at the place we're going to and have a good recce. So,
okay.
So there is options there. So it's
amazing,
over 2 days.
amazing.
Right, but well done, and I'll speak to you offline. So congratulations, well done, mate.
Brilliant, thanks, Dave. Cheers. Thanks, bye. Well, look at that. It sounds like Paul made one heck of a comeback, and at the loss of a fish, gave me the win. It sounds like he lost a big zander. I think if he'd landed that zander, it would have been game over for me, but I lost a big perch. If I'd have landed it, that may well have been vital centimetres. It can be so close sometimes in these competitions. I'm happy to make it through, especially against Paul, who's, I say, a fantastic angler. So looking forward to taking part in the finals. Fingers crossed I can go all the way.
And that is the end of episode 8. Robbie Northman going through into the finals along with Ash Costa. Next week we'll find out the third and final angler that will be in the finals, and that will be either Tom Hunt or Andy Page. That could be a very interesting episode. If Tom decides to fish on the same venue again as he did with George, I imagine they're both going to be on a very large reservoir, which could mean some very big fish caught. But again, congratulations to Robbie. He's going through to the finals, which is going to be at Linear Fisheries. A very exciting opportunity to fish on a water that's not had much lure fishing in the past. The finalists won't know that they're on Linear Fisheries until they actually get there. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they all react to a venue that none of them have fished before. So I'm really looking forward to the final. Commiserations to Paul. Fished hard, but the fish just didn't cooperate. So unfortunately, he's not going through, but he's been a great addition to this show, and I've really enjoyed watching his fishing. Remember, if you do want to see the finals live and meet the participants, you can go to the Big One Fishing Show on the 1st and 2nd of March in Farnborough, where the final of Lure Battle will be shown live, so it'll be a great opportunity to get a first look at that and meet the anglers. Just make sure you get tickets for the big one and head over to the Lure Live area, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. That's it from me now. I'll catch you all in next week's episode, and then, after that, we're on to the finals.